Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to another video of the Nerd Out. Today we're going to be talking about what I think are the best top 10 Drake songs of all time. Look, this is a very controversial topic. You know, a lot of people has their own opinions, their own debates around this subject, and I personally have very strong opinions when it comes to this. I know some people might find this list to be absolutely terrible. Some people might actually enjoy it and like it for what it is. Whatever your opinion might be, this is just my list. I hope we can debate it down in the comments. But, you know, we're going to start off strong. Number 10 in this list, we got Over off Thank Me Later. And the reason why I put this at number 10 is because Over, it's such a triumphant and braggadocious song. One of my favorite Drake lyrics of all time is when he says, "I know way too many people here right now that I shouldn't know. I know way too many people here that I didn't know last year." And I love the fact that he's essentially talking about like fake friends and, you know, a fake circle, a fake group of people, because, you know, hey, like suddenly I got all of this fame and success, all of this money and clout, but you guys weren't around before I had all of that. You know, you guys just started showing up now that I have these luxuries, right? And I love how the song is about that, and it's very triumphant, very braggadocious, and Drake is essentially like patting himself in the back for, you know, his triumph and just how beautiful his success story and underdog story has been, right? And, you know, Over, very underrated song. It's one of the lead singles from Thank Me Later, so definitely one of those older Drake songs. And this is odd because Thank Me Later, it's not an album that I generally go back to. You know, that's Drake's very first album, and I don't necessarily go back to it that whole lot. You know, Thank Me Later, I feel like it's a bit outdated and a bit corny in my opinion, and I know that might be a hot take for some people because some people love that album. You know, it's Drake's first official studio album, but I don't know, I don't really go back to it. But it's still funny that one of my favorite Drake songs of all time is from that album, that being Over. Great song, great track, absolutely love it. Coming in at number 9, it's a song from Nothing Was the Same, Wu-tang Forever. Now look, there's gonna be a couple of songs from Nothing Was the Same. For those of you that don't know, Nothing Was the Same is my favorite Drake project. So there are definitely a lot of highlights in there, a lot of tracks that I think are some of Drake's best work. And it might be a bit weird because what some people think are the best tracks from that album, you know, like Furthest Thing or Pound Cake, you know, some people think that those are the best songs from Nothing Was the Same, but I actually disagree with those takes. Don't get me wrong, they're great tracks, but coming in number 9, I have WuTang Forever. It's a fever dream, very hazy, very beautiful, very melodic in a weird sense, and I say that in a weird sense because the song feels melodic, but it's just Drake rapping the whole time. Like, he doesn't take a moment to breathe, and some of those straight up rapping performances by Drake are very rare to find nowadays, especially when he starts doing his R&B music. And, you know, it's hard to find that kind of Drake, and there's a difference between rapping Drake and, you know, trap Drake. He's rapping on both subgenres of hip hop and trap music, but there's a difference to it. You know, the same rapping that's done on Her Loss is not the same rapping that's done on Nothing Was the Same, and that's what I love about Nothing Was the Same. It's just him rapping for like 5 minutes straight non-stop, and it sounds absolutely beautiful. And, you know, I'll keep getting into that with a couple of tracks later on, because Wu-tang Forever is not the only song from Nothing Was the Same that I have on here. That's just number 9. However, moving on to number 8, another track from Nothing Was the Same is From Time. And then again, it's just him rapping all throughout the track at such a high pace, and I absolutely love it because those performances from Drake are very rare to find in his discography nowadays. You don't really see performances by Drake like that. You know, they feel so raw, so passionate, so melancholic, but so aggressive at the same time. It's definitely Drake at his hungriest and most passionate, and that's what I love about that project. Nothing Was the Same, in a weird sense, it feels nostalgic, which is weird because I only heard that project for the very first time last year, and, you know, for some reason I already feel nostalgic about it. Like, wow, like it's already like that album came out 10 years ago. I heard it for the first time last year and it already feels nostalgic. That's the kind of vibe and aesthetic that this album has, and I absolutely love it. From Time is a great track, and I just want to sit back, relax, and enjoy life in general, because that's what the track makes me want to do. It just makes me want to enjoy life. Absolutely love From Time. One of the best tracks from Nothing Was the Same. However, moving to number 7, this might be a very hot take for a lot of people, and sorry, not sorry, but I have so many memories with this song. It's Sticky from Honestly Nevermind. Now, for those of you that don't know, Honestly Nevermind is probably Drake's most hated album because of what it is. It's an entire project focused on dancehall music, and it has a lot of dancehall inspired instrumentals with live instrumentation that is reminiscent of Afrobeats music. And that whole album, it dives into this genre of music that Drake had never tapped into before, and it's very different considering the fact that it's a Drake album. However, not Nothing Was the Same, Honestly Nevermind, it has 2 songs on there which are focused on rapping. One of them being Jimmy Cooks, which is like the lead single, you know, the banger off the album, and Sticky. And Sticky, it's very melancholic, very relaxed, but very infectious. It honestly feels like, this might sound weird, but like the song makes me feel cool. Yeah, it makes me feel cool. That's what Drake's able to do. He makes me feel cool. That's pretty funny. But that song, I absolutely love that song, and I know this might be a sleeper for a lot of people. Some people might even call me out for putting this on my top 10 list over songs like WuTang Forever and Over. But the reason why I put Sticky in number 7 is because I have so many memories with this song. You know, I remember when this song came out. It was summer of 2022, and I remember going to so many places and just having it on repeat. Like, this song, it means a lot to me, you know, and I just have so many memories with it, you know, so many great memories of just me and my friends, me hanging out, you know, me in the beach on vacation listening to the song. I love that song, and it's something that's never gonna be out of rotation. Like, I'm always gonna have it in rotation no matter what. Absolutely love that song. However, another track that I have higher than Sticky is another Nothing Was the Same song. I know my bias for that album might be strong, but that's just how incredible that album is. I love Nothing Was the Same. And coming in number 6, I have Too Much. Too Much is, yet again, beautiful, melancholic. It's very melody based with the hook, but the verses are Drake rapping at such a high pace, and I absolutely love how he's able to blend such fast rapping with this beautiful melodic hook. And that hook, the vocals are just infectious and just so beautiful to listen to. It comes back to that thing that I said earlier about how this album, that song in specific, Too Much, it makes me want to sit back, relax, enjoy everything that's going on in life, and simply just be thankful for everything that's going on. And not only that, but this song, Too Much, it probably has one of my favorite Drake verses of all time, where he's talking about his uncle and, you know, his mom and their dreams. You know, I love that he's talking about that, because he's like, hey, like, it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter where you are in life, like, it's never too late to go out and chase your dreams. I absolutely love that message. And, you know, I love the fact that Drake's talking about having that mindset of like, hey, it doesn't matter if I'm in my 20s, 30s, 40s, it doesn't matter where I'm at right now, like, I should always have that positive mindset and chase my dreams. And I honestly think it's one of the best Drake verses of all time. Also one of the best Drake songs of all time, hence why it's placing in number 6. However, in number 5, I have yet another sleeper. This one is from the mixtape. If you're reading this, it's too late. And a lot of people from that mixtape might have other songs like Enemy, 10 Bands, Legends, Jungle. We'll get back to Jungle in a bit. You know, songs like Company with Travis Scott, the one with Lil Wayne. But I went with Now and Forever, which is one of my favorite songs off that project, if not my favorite, and probably my top 10 favorite overall. And the reason for that is because the song feels very cinematic. It rises up, it feels very grandiose and powerful. And the song, you know, you have Drake singing these melancholic lyrics of like, it's over, I'm leaving, I'm gone. Very dramatic, you know, very cryptic and mysterious, but I absolutely love it. It's very slow in motion, and I love the atmosphere that Drake is able to create in that song. Definitely one of the better tracks off If You're Reading This Is Too Late. Very underrated one as well. I thought more people would like that one, but apparently not. You know, I think it's a sleeper on the album. Very underrated. However, going to number 4, another very underrated track, and I don't see many people talking about it all that often. It's from Certified Lover Boy. And this song, it might get hate just because it's on Certified Lover Boy, and not a lot of people like that album, despite the fact that it's probably Drake's most popular album. But Race My Mind, it's such a beautiful, passionate song. And I absolutely love that because I've always said that it's rare to find these kind of Drake performances in recent albums. You know, you don't really get performances like you got on Nothing Was the Same. However, Race My Mind off Certified Lover Boy is one of those rare, very rare occasions where you do get a rapping performance like that. Very beautiful, very fast paced. And there's a part during the second half of the song where the tempo and the beat kind of slow down, but Drake, he starts to go rap even faster and the bass gets more powerful, and it's lovely, and it makes me feel like I'm floating every time I listen to it. I absolutely love Race My Mind, probably my favorite song off CLB, and it's so underrated as well. I feel like more people should give that song its flowers. But moving on to the top 3, and you know, these songs are probably not going to come as any surprise. These are some of Drake's best overall songs of all time. These are my top 3 favorite Drake songs of all time. Number 3, I have Jungle, and I think it's Jungle off If You're Reading This Is Too Late. And I don't think I have to explain too much why this song is one of my favorites or one of Drake's best. It's just very obvious, very clear. Once you listen to this song, I know I've thrown this word around a lot, but it's beautiful. It's one of, if not the best R&B performance that Drake has ever put up. It is beautiful. I will say it again. I will say it over and over. It is beautiful. You might even shed a tear or two while you listen to that song. And I love how a lot of the content is relatable, and even if it isn't, you can still kind of have this nostalgic sense for it because the song, it feels nostalgic. Even if you listen to it for the first time yesterday, you could listen to it today and be like, I can definitely understand why this feels nostalgic for a lot of people. Jungle is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful R&B track, if not one of his best R&B tracks of all time. However, coming into number 2, we have yet another R&B track off of Views, and that is Feel No Ways. The chopped and screw sound that this song has, how catchy the melody is, how that rhythmic pocket that Drake catches on the hook. Oh my god, I love this song. It is great, it's amazing, and I've had it on repeat for so long. I've had it on repeats ever since. And this song, you know, it's a display of how diverse and artistic Drake really is, because a lot of people might disrespect him, might give him a little bit of hate, you know, and might not necessarily give him the flowers he deserves. But when you go to performances like Feel No Ways and Jungle, as I just mentioned, you know, I don't understand why Drake doesn't really get the flowers he deserves. And I know a lot of people are so focused on that era of Drake from the 2010s for where he was like in the Nothing Was the Same, If You're Reading This Is Too Late era, because most of that era was focused on him just rapping. And I feel like he gets undermined when it comes to his R&B performances, but the truth is his best performances come from the R&B songs, and Feel No Ways is a perfect example of that. Feel No Ways is a banger. I love that song. However, we have the last song, what I think is Drake's best song of all time, and this might be a little bit of a basic pick, honestly, but I don't care because I absolutely love this song. It makes me feel like no other song has ever made me feel before, and that's Passionfruit off More Life. Of course, one of the bigger hits on his catalog, but Passionfruit, it's so, and I'm gonna say it again, it's so beautiful in the way it's crafted. The production, the instrumental, the live instrumentation, his vocals, the way it's slowed down, everything about the track is gorgeous. It's beautiful, it's euphoric, it's magnificent. It's such a great summer song, and it's a song that I can listen to wherever I am. You know, doesn't matter where I am, who I'm with, what I'm doing. It doesn't matter. This song fits every single vibe, especially that island tropical summer vibe. And you know, this is a song that once again, I might even shed a tear or two. Even though it's not that sad of a song, it's just a beautiful song that, again, makes me want to sit back, relax, and be thankful for everything that I have in life. Those are the kind of vibes and aesthetics that that kind of song has. And overall, just an amazing track. What a beautiful song. You know what? We should get a count for how many times I've said beautiful in this video. We definitely should get a count for that. But you know what? Well, all that being said, that is my top 10 favorite Drake songs of all time. What do you guys think? I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you disagree, comment down below. If you agree, comment down below. Either way, make sure you like and subscribe. And that's been it, my beautiful people. Have a wonderful day.